Okay, hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about something which I'm very passionate about, and that is about my choice to give up shaving, to ditch the razor. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about why I quit shaving, you know, my reasoning behind it, but also the experiences that I've had as a result, or like how people have reacted, just loads of different things about my personal opinion on the situation. I'm not trying to say that there is, you know, a right thing or a wrong thing, and that I'm not trying to say it's better to not shave and, you know, there's a right decision to make here, because it's not. This is just my personal decision, and, you know, whatever decision you make, and if you decide to shave or not shave, whatever you do, it's your decision. It's not really to do with anyone else. So I'm not trying to say that everyone should give up shaving, because I respect whatever decision you make. But basically I kind of started to quit shaving about 2 years ago. I started by stopping shaving my legs, and then gradually got into the rest of my body hair. I don't own a razor anymore, and I've never like waxed or anything like that, so completely free, just let it grow. But yeah, so at first, the reason that I decided to quit, you know, I never really enjoyed shaving. I didn't enjoy shaving, and, you know, being shaved and having no hair wasn't something that made me particularly happy. It wasn't like I really wanted to have smooth legs. Like, I just was doing it because I felt like I had to, and because there was that pressure on young girls to do that. I started shaving when I was in year 7, so I was 11 years old and I was shaving my legs. That's just crazy. Like, I was barely a teenager. In fact, I wasn't a teenager, and I was already shaving my legs because I felt like I had to, and because there was that anxiety around, if I didn't, you know, what will people think, and all this, because it's just such a norm and it's so widely accepted that women have no body hair. You know, at that point, and pretty much all through high school, I didn't know any girls or women who had armpit hair or even leg hair. Like, I'd never seen body hair on a woman, you know. It was just something that I'd never even thought about, because now it's a growing movement, and more women are feeling confident to ditch the razor, which is amazing. But as, you know, a young girl, I wasn't really exposed to that. I didn't really know anything about it, so it just never really crossed my mind until probably the end of my first year of college. So I was 17 or 18, 17, yeah. So at 17 I decided to give up shaving, because, yeah, I mean, it's not something that I wanted to do, couldn't be bothered, and it also just seemed unfair that, you know, I didn't know a single boy who shaved. And yeah, I was expected to spend this time changing my natural body and removing this bodily hair which grows naturally, you know. It just seemed unfair to me, and I didn't really agree with it. And then when I grew a bit older and I was 17, I kind of developed that confidence to actually give up the razor, and it was a bit nerve-wracking at first because I didn't really know anyone else who had body hair, apart from people like online and stuff. I didn't know anyone actually in my life. So yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking. You know, you don't know how people are going to react, you don't know what people are going to say. But yeah, I just didn't agree with shaving, for me personally, because I wasn't doing it for myself. It wasn't something that made me happier. It just kind of increased my confidence because I thought that people would accept me more. You know, but that's so wrong to me. That's so wrong that I felt like I had to change my natural body and remove my body hair, which grows for a biological reason, you know. And I felt like I had to do that in order for people to not, I don't know, judge me or mock me or whatever. It's just crazy. And there's no logical reason behind shaving. Like, if you ask yourself, why do I shave? If you personally, it makes you happier shaving, then of course that's a logical reason. But for me, and I know for a lot of girls, that like it doesn't make me happier to shave. The only reason I was doing it was because I felt like I had to. You know, there's no like biological benefit or medical benefit of shaving. It's not like it's good for you. You know, it's just for me personally. I've said that so many times, but for me, I was just wasting my time and doing something that I didn't really agree with, because it felt like I and women in general had a lot more pressure on them to fit beauty standards that were unrealistic. You know, I didn't want to feel like I was changing myself to be like a Barbie doll or a porn star or whatever. Like, I'm just me. Like, I don't want to remove all my hair. There's no reason for it, in my opinion. Like, and it felt like, I might be wrong here, but it felt like women had a lot more pressure on them, like, of beauty standards than men do. And I might be wrong, but obviously I'm a girl, so I've been subjected to these beauty standards, so I might think that. But shaving, makeup, you know, all these things that I just didn't really agree with. But yeah, so this is my over there. And that's after a year maybe of not shaving. And as a result, so how it's affected me personally, not shaving, is I feel a lot more in harmony with my existence, and I like feeling like my body's as natural as possible. I don't like changing my body and modifying it so that I can fit beauty standards. You know, I want to feel like my body is how it wants to be. Which might sound hypocritical because I've got piercings obviously, but to me that's different, because in that way I'm kind of adding to my body, I'm decorating to my body, instead of trying to fight how it is. Like, when I shave, I feel like I'm just getting rid of something that is a part of me, you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel more connected and just as natural as possible, just more in harmony with my existence, rather than trying to change it and just become something else that I'm not. And yeah, I mean, the razor, I'm pretty sure I read this a while ago, that women shaving became a thing in the early 1900s, and the razor for women was just invented by men. You know, they just wanted to make some money, so they just invented this idea that women are more beautiful or more desirable when they don't have any body hair. And that was in the early 1900s, and then gradually it's just become the norm. Now, 100 years later, I only know one person, like, in my life, one of my mates who's a girl who doesn't shave her body hair. One. And I know a lot of girls, like, it's crazy, it's just the norm, but there's not really a reason for it. It was just this standard that was invented 100 years ago that's just become seen as like a law or a truth, when it's not. It's just been invented. And I like feeling like my body's natural. And there's this myth that it's unhygienic for girls to have body hair. It's just not. Like, our body grows it for a reason. And, you know, men have body hair, and we don't look at men who have body hair and think, oh, that's really unhygienic. Like, it's just hair. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I feel like I've been having a long rant there. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it. So, I personally think body hair on women is really attractive, and I find it really attractive when women have body hair, and in myself I feel more confident when I allow my body to be how my body wants to be. You know, I feel empowered and confident. But, you know, it's a personal choice, and I'm not saying that it's right to give up the razor or that shaving's wrong. But I think it's just important or interesting to just ask yourself the question, like, why am I doing this? Why am I shaving? Why? Like, does it really bring me happiness, or am I doing it because I feel like I have to? You know, just be honest with yourself and do what makes you feel confident, do what makes you feel empowered. At the end of the day, it's your life and your body. You do what makes you feel best. But it is worth asking the question, you know, why am I doing this? Am I doing it for myself? Oh my gosh. Am I doing it for myself? Or am I doing it for other people? And yeah. And I'm actually going to say one last thing that I forgot to say, which is since 2 years ago, when I kind of ditched the razor, I've only had maybe 2 comments, 3 maybe, of people being not so nice about it in 2 years. They were all boys, weirdly, but you know, the more that people and women start to feel confident enough to do this, if we want to do it and give up the razor, then the more accepted it's going to be, and the more free we are just to let our bodies be our bodies without having to change them to fit a beauty standard that was created by men for literally no reason. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to end it there because I feel like I'm really ranting. But yeah, thank you for watching, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a nice day.